Autism in Africa.
His hyperactivity was so high. I didn't understand him. I didn't know what he wanted.
Majority don't believe that autism is a condition. They look at it from the perspective of religious issue. Maybe as a sort of call children with autism as a child possessed with evil spirit or what have you. And that has been a big problem along the line.
Start a school, a special needs school, but there's nothing like that in Nigeria. People did not know anything about autism 10 years ago, and several still do not know what autism is.
Autism in Nigeria is something that is still in the process of growth. I think we have a lot of work to do. The statistics are growing each day, and the awareness is gradually becoming more and more available.
We've been looking for schools that could understand and really that could understand her. She was very different, and every school we went, after spending so much, we found out that they didn't have a clue as to what to do.
Someone told me about Patrick's speech. I didn't know of any other center for children with autism.
That was in 2009, and at that time he was 26. So my son was admitted as a student for one term when they actually diagnosed that he had autism traits.
I had to start. I just had to start. From one child to 3 children, and then 10, and thereafter many more children came. Some parents couldn't even afford the subsidized fees for their children. What do we do? Take them free.
And I thank God for Mrs. Akande, because she took me in without paying a dime.
We came here and I noticed firsthand the way they were able to relate with her. She was not a strange person, and I thought that they were very equipped. They understood her, and for once I could find a place where she belonged.
But it came to a time when the therapists that were teaching him were not coming again. So I just made up my mind. How can I run for what I have not seen? Let me go and inquire what it would entail.
Not many people believe what we do, especially the parents, looking at what they have seen from different parts of the world, not even this country, and the stigma that was attached to it then, although we still have it now, but it's getting, people are getting more aware of that. So we started with creating awareness to the people, for them to know that these children, they are special.
Patrick is specifically for autism. And so I would say that young parents whose children are diagnosed of autism, they are better off now because they are well informed. But the problem is a good number of them don't want to accept the fact that there's a problem. That's number one. Number two, even when they know that there's a problem, they keep living in denial that, oh, I reject it. Oh, it can't be. So you want to tell me that my son is or my daughter is going to behave like the daughter or son of this other person and it will continue? No, I reject it. And as such, they don't want to do anything. And as they keep delaying, playing with time, thinking that they will wake up one day and it's all over, expecting miracle. Miracle will occur if you are doing something.
So since I came from the lectures we've had, the seminars and all,
one of the things that I've seen different here in Africa, in West Africa, than I've seen at home, is that the sensory problems are not nearly as severe. At home, that type of problem is actually fairly common, particularly in younger children. When they get stressed, when they get anxious, every little thing you touch them, they scream like you've hurt them. You try to touch their hair, wash their hair, help them brush their teeth, extremely sensitive. They can't take it, and everything hurts when you do that.
I've learned to understand my son. I have learned to be more patient with him. I've learned the fact that he wasn't just stubborn. It was the autism that was affecting him the way it was.
I've learned a lot over the years, from Patrick, and I've seen a lot of children living with autism move from Patrick School to mainstream school. That is, it's a beautiful thing because it gives you hope that yes, indeed, the things you read that they can live a normal life to a great extent is actually true.
They helped him with some of the basic skills that he has, which is now being built upon at the regular school.
So now I work with the younger children, which is the entry point of Patrick Speech and Language Center. And in that very classroom, you're teaching the basic of everything, like your letter sound, your counting of numbers, potty training, and all that. And mostly when you're working with children with special needs, you must use visuals and you must use your words. You cannot talk enough. That's just the truth about it.
And since we started, we are able to support more than 20 families in terms of providing scholarship for the children, and they give them the service for free.
There's much more to do. Much more to do. We needed the world to know how to treat children, and most importantly, adults living with autism. What is the fastest way? Walks, seminars, short films.
See, they became a because.
Enough the place at me. Now you dey sharp like Chris person. At the big reach, you not fit talk. Now nonsense noise you get make. You got the charm, they do hand like bird, they want fly.
You see. Now make you feel like this. After you beg for job, now don't give you enough. You don't come. I did get.
And maybe some documentaries.
What is autism? Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and autism are both general terms for a group of complex disorders of brain development.
And even talent in autism, by letting the world know that these children and adults do have talents embedded in them that they can use to support themselves in the future.
Lining has gone far and wide. In fact, that movie is so emotional.
What I did, moving that toy from one position to the other, was a test to confirm my suspicion that I was right. Now, one of the signs of autism is resistance to change. They keep something at a position and you move it, they react negatively, like the...
families are now realizing that probably they have... A lot of parents have come out to say that, oh, this is what has been going on in my family. We just be too shy or too, embarrassed to come out to tell the world that my child is going through this sort of issue, problem. So that has gone far and wide in families. They've healed homes, and that particular platform gave me so much pride. So Patrick School and Language Center has grown.
We need a lot of awareness. We need to sensitize the people about them. Then we need the government's involvement too. The government needs to involve themselves into it, just like the Western world.
So we wanted to really have more time to make more meaningful impact together with her on her projects. I didn't know much about autism before I met Mrs. Akonde, and as a company, having had her chosen by our consumers as our Woman of the Year, we were obligated to research more about autism and also to research her work. So she's doing a lot already, but she's just one person, and in this I find the opportunity for lots of organizations to partner with her, to support her, so she can do even much more than she's doing, to bring more awareness in the country about autism, and also to support all the projects that she's doing to help people that have autistic children live a normal life with the children.
We have worked in the area of autism for 10 years now, educating, empowering, and campaigning for people with autism. Yet, I know there's much more to do. I write down my thoughts today and write down my thoughts for the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, we hope there will be a cure for autism.
It's been a journey. It's been a wonderful journey. The children have changed my life. They've changed the life of many people here at the center. I have the best hands that anybody can dream of. Stable hands that have supported, this project over the years. And I must continue to say at this point that we cannot thank all our supporters enough. And the next 10 years, we pray that we are able to achieve even much more than we've done in the past. And most importantly, we intend to have the best center in the whole of Africa. We intend to be like a training institute, like a research center in Africa, where people abroad have already started, would want to come and do their research about what autism is in Africa.
I wish them all the very best. The sky is the limit.
I want them to extend to America. I want them to extend to Europe and show them the way.
I wish them the best. I pray that they will record more success stories, even as they go along. And they will be able to help more children to actualize what they can do in life.
10 years is no joke. Getting into this kind of endeavor, and I wish them many years of success and fruitfulness and God's blessings upon their lives.
I wish them that the Lord will raise them higher than what they have now. I pray God will give them more wisdom to expand their tentacles all over Nigeria and beyond. I wish that every child that has ever passed through Patrick's and that are here now, that the Lord Himself will touch them and they will experience new things at every moment.
I want to wish them fantastic celebration, more of their selfless services. So I want to wish them the very best and keep making us proud.
Patrick Speech Language Center, I wish you all the best. I wish you 10 years and beyond, 10 more years and beyond of great work. And it's my hope that the advocacy that you started 10 years ago goes beyond Lagos, goes beyond Nigeria, even to the
Happy 10th anniversary.
I am Dr. Akonde. I support people living with autism. I encourage you to please support them too. Thank you.